Hello everyone, I hope everyone is doing good and all is well. I know it's been a minute, but we're back and we're ready to chat. Today's chat is going to be pretty sad. It's a very, very sad and unfortunate story. This story comes out of New Orleans. It's about 4 teens who were arrested in a brutal carjacking that severed an elderly woman's arm and killed her. Very, very sad and unfortunate. And it's very sad how it seems like today's society do not value human life. So we're going to talk about it. So with that being said, let's chat. Okay, so as I stated earlier, we're going to be talking about a very, very sad story that comes out of New Orleans. Now, according to WVUE, or Gray News, 4 teenagers have been arrested in connection to a gruesome carjacking that severed an elderly woman's arm. She died from her injuries a short time later. Just sad. But let's keep on going. So New Orleans police said that Linda Fickey, 73, was killed Monday afternoon in a crime that has left neighbors traumatized. Now, this woman lived to be 73 years old and lived through Lord knows what, just to be killed by some punk 8 teenagers with some demonic-ish on their mind. Now, police said 4 teenagers carjacked Fickey and dragged her outside the vehicle for more than a block while she was entangled in her seatbelt strap. Now, these kids saw this woman tangled in this strap, and they proceeded to drag this woman for a whole damn block. A 73-year-old woman, old enough to be their grandma, and in today's generation, probably their damn great-grandma. It just don't make no sense, the little regard that this generation or today's society, rather, because it's just not the young kids. It just doesn't make any sense, the little disregard that today's society have for human life. They give more about damn animals. Y'all see in Ukraine, they're letting the animals on the train before they're letting the African Americans on. But we ain't going to talk about that now. We'll talk about that another day. But anyway, her arm was detached from her body, and neighbors who ran to help said she died right in front of them. Now, how cold-hearted do you got to be to not only drag this woman, but to drag her so bad to where her arm is severed from her body and your ass still kept going just to steal her car? And for what? Where the hell y'all going so important to where it's worth taking a human life? So let's keep going, though. Let's keep going. So, according to one of the neighbors, Todd Ecker, he said that it was dragging a lady by the seatbelt outside the car. The door had closed on the seatbelt and she was stuck in it. I got out of my vehicle screaming, "Please stop." Other neighbors were also screaming. I can imagine that was a horrific crime, to sit there and witness this elderly lady being drugged like that, and you really can't do anything but just scream and yell. So, another neighbor, Leanne Mascar, she ran to help Fickey and was hoping to get her loose from the car. Now, if you look at the video, that I'm going to drop the link for the video in the comments for you all below. According to what the neighbors were saying, it appears that the elderly woman stopped to do something on her phone or something like that when she was carjacked. We're, of course, going to do an update when we get more information. And also in the video, it's pretty much talking about the situation before they knew who the suspects were. But I got a little bit of an update in this story, what I'm going to tell you all now, as to who actually committed such a demonic and heinous ass crime. So, Masker said, "I just started running for her. I thought if I could somehow, I don't know what I could do, but I thought if I could dislodge her from this car, when I looked down, her body was already there. Her arm was," and she didn't even finish her statement. And I could just imagine, the trauma that this woman is going to deal with, just knowing that she tried to help this woman, but she couldn't. And I ain't gonna lie, I'd have did the same thing she did. I would have been out there trying to kick this car. I did everything I could have did to try to stop it and get this elderly woman free. I mean, it just don't make no sense how little regard people have for human life nowadays. But let's keep going. So Masker said, through tears and screams, she ran to get a sheet from her home to cover Fickey. Fickey is the elderly lady And for those of you all who can't chew bubblegum and walk at the same time, just to let you all know, and I'm saying for the ones in the back that don't understand, severed means that they drug her into her arm, basically was ripped away from her body. We're just going to put it like that. They were just that demonic and evil to where they could do something like that to this elderly lady. But anyway, Masker said through tears and screams, she ran to get a sheet from her home to cover Vicky. Now, it appears from what they're saying in the video that she was drugged so bad to where she was actually naked. And they had to cover her up, to keep some dignity for the elderly woman. And it's saying that, Masker is also saying that she was laying there naked. And I thought the indignity she suffered was just already too much. And it was, because it's a damn shame. Okay, so by this point, anyone within earshot rendered what aid they could, including Leanne Masker's husband, Mark Masker. Now, Mark said just to sit beside a woman who's a mother or grandmother and watch her fade away, as my wife said, we were praying. I was angry. I was telling her to hang in there because every time I heard a siren, I was hoping and praying it was the ambulance. I kept telling her to hang in there, breathing. Her eyes were moving. I've never seen something so horrific. I haven't either, Mark, and I pray that I never see something so horrific and such a heinous crime, because it's a damn shame. But Vicky's car was recovered about a mile away, but the suspects had fled. Now, police released images from nearby surveillance cameras of the 4 people believed to be responsible for the brutal attack. After those images were disseminated by news media Monday afternoon, one 15-year-old girl and a 17-year-old boy were both turned into police by their parents. Now, I don't give a damn. I agree with these parents. If it was my child, I'd have did the same damn thing. If you that demonic to where you could do something like that to this 73-year-old woman, I'd be damned if your ass finna sit up in the house with me. You got to go. Mama would have sung like a canary because don't do the crime if you can't do the time, baby. I'm sorry, but I ain't finna do it with you. I don't give a damn who it is. But anyway, let's keep going. This was an incredibly difficult decision on the behalf of these parents, and I want to commend them for doing the right thing. New Orleans Police Department Superintendent Sean Ferguson said at a news conference. I agree. I mean, it's a hard thing. I'm going to be honest. I'm pretty sure as a parent myself, it's a hard thing to turn your child over to authorities like that. But if my child committed a crime like this, it probably wouldn't be so damn hard. I'm just going to be honest. Because there's no way that I could look at you the same way as I did. I still love you, but mama gonna have to love your ass from a distance. I am just sorry. So, a 16-year-old girl and a second 15-year-old girl were also arrested. So, basically, we got 2 15-year-old girls, a 16-year-old girl, and a 17-year-old boy who committed this crime. Babies. Pure babies. And I just don't understand how they could stomach something like that. To see this elderly lady hanging like that until her arm rips off, and you all are children, y'all could. I just don't get how they could do something so cold and something so heinous. But let's keep on going. Ferguson said all 4 teens are facing second-degree murder charges, and he plans to personally ask Orleans Parish District Attorney Jason Williams to prosecute the suspects in adult court. You damn skippy. That type of crime, they need to be prosecuted in adult court. I don't see why they wouldn't. They didn't act as children. That's some brutal-ass murderers, and they need to be treated as such. Y'all can agree to disagree down in the comments below, but I feel how I feel. And he's also saying where they could face life sentences with the possibility of parole after 25 years. Do y'all think they should even get parole, or they should never see the light of day again? Put your comments down below. Let me know your thoughts. Let's agree to disagree if we do. Respectfully, of course. All right. And he's also saying, I would say absolutely, I would ask they be charged as adults, Ferguson said. I mean, look at the nature of the crime. Brazen, broad daylight, no regards for this woman hanging outside the car. At some point, we have to hold people accountable. Damn Skippy, we should. They were bold as hell. They went out there in broad daylight. Not only did they take this woman's car, but they drug her so bad that her arm was detached from her damn body or severed. For the ones who understand what that really mean. I'm sorry, y'all, a joke. But anyway, they did that. And I feel like if something like that happened, they do need to be held accountable, because there is no excuse for what they did. So you all tell me what you all think about this story down in the comments below. We can agree to disagree, however you all want to do it. But I stand on what I say. They were dead ass wrong, and they need to be charged as adults. So you all, if you already haven't, go ahead and like, share, and subscribe. And please support if you can. There's no pressure. If you would like to support, the way to support or the information to support will be down in the description below. So you all have a wonderful evening. And until next time, peace, love, and blessings.